sponsored segment for Fatal Core. This is an indie TCG that's currently available to play in your web browser. You go to fatalcoretcg.com to play for free. In fact, they don't have any purchases in their client, so the way they're funding their client is through Patreon and crowdfunding, so you actually can't spend money to get cards. It doesn't take that long to get cards to play in it. The deck sizes and the way it's constructed are actually, we're just getting started with Fatal Core side. So the deck sizes are actually one of the many things that are pretty unique about, this is not the one I wanted to show. Are one of the things that's fairly unique about this game. So decks in this game are only 18 cards, and you can see here on the right side of your screen there are 4 classes or rarities of cards, and the rarity of it dictates not only how hard it is to get from packs, but also how many you can play in your deck. So each deck has exactly 3 S tier cards, 4 A tier cards, 5 B tier cards, and 6 C tier cards. So let's go ahead and dive on into, I like to start with a bot game to start, so that way I can kind of walk through and explain some of the basics to folks without having a, worrying about wasting someone else's time. Mageologist, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So, I like they moved the mulligan button down to the bottom. That's ideal. So, in Fatal Core, one of the things that this does differently from a lot of other... Hey, Side, thanks for the sub gift, D. One of the things that this game does differently from a lot of other card games is that your turns are simultaneous, and a lot of the information that you have available to you in the game is public. So, at the start of the game, I think we're going to keep this hand because we have both Scarred Disciple and Bound Siren as reasonably proactive plays. You pick 2 cards out of your 6 to hide at the start of the game. So I'm going to pick Scattershot and Bound Siren to hide because these are cards that directly interact with my opponent's board. So ideally, I'd like them to not know which interaction I have available to me. And then you can see here, my opponent's hand, just like ours, has 4 cards face up, and they have 2 hidden cards. You can see the 2 cards we have hidden are grayed out here a little bit to let me know that that's what they are. So they have a Tremor, a Phantom, a Gold Knight. Yeah, the gameplay is super unique. A lot of games tend to have like direct parallels to Magic or Hearthstone, and this one really doesn't. So Scarred Disciple says, summon a Defiant Spirit into random space on our board, and then it deals 2 damage to itself. So the game is played on these grids. Each player has a 3x2 grid, and you'll notice there's a bunch of numbers on these and words in some of my spaces. So your lead champion, your lead guy here for each of your deck or gal, your lead character, dictates not only what cards you can put into your deck. For example, this card says it is only for Joanna and Carr, but it also dictates what spots are on your board. So because this card wants to deal damage to itself to generate things, I want to make sure I don't put this in a spot where it has minus health. So I'm going to go ahead and start by deploying Scarred Disciple here. My opponent and I make plays simultaneously. Each turn, each player can play 1 card. So I choose which card I'm playing and any targets or board positions it's going to go into, and then I press go. And then my opponent's card gets flipped up simultaneously. So they played an Expert Spell Thief here, which was one of their face down cards that we didn't know was coming. Their Spell Thief deals damage to one of my units every single turn. You'll note there that in this game, the way the combat works is your units do not attack or block directly. Instead, at the end of each turn, every unit you control deals damage equal to its power directly to the opponent's life total. So I had 2 2-attack guys, so we attacked our opponent down to 76, and they had 1 2-attack unit that attacked me down to 78. This unit has a mechanic called Mana Magnet on it, which means it counters a spell card if I play one. So I think I actually want to play a spell card this turn just to wipe their Mana Magnet unit off the table. This deals 3 damage to myself to give 3 random units to my board, +1/+1 and rage 1. That's probably what I'm willing to give up. So whatever spell I play here is just going to go ahead and basically wipe this out. This is the Mana Magnet. So you can see when this unit died, it left behind a corpse here, and corpses occupy the space that they are in until you have a card that can get rid of them or utilize them as a resource. So Haunt, for example, here erases 2 corpses on my board, and for each corpse it erases, it deals 1 damage to everything my opponent has. I think we're going to deploy Noble Guardian here. It deals 3 damage to an opposing creature with the highest power each turn, and it makes a Defiant Wisp get bigger, which I have 2... Oh, Defiant Wisp, not Spirit. I'm a liar. These are spirits. So, yeah, I didn't talk through, so each turn, each player draws a card, except for the first turn, like most card games, and over the course of the game, you can hide 1 more of your draws. So you hide 2 cards to start, and you can hide 1 other card over the course of the game. I'm going to play Noble Guardian here. So it'll be a 1/5. Deals 3 damage to that. And then end of turn happens. Oh, it does work with Defiant Spirit. Oh, it says Wispmore Spirit. Okay, I thought this worked. Yeah, so again, until I choose to hide something, it'll ask me each turn, this new card I'm drawing, do I want to hide it? I think we're probably just playing that, so that seems fine. Actually, maybe I want a Scattershot here. Scattershot deals 1 damage at random 6 times, which Scattershot plus the deal 3 from this could potentially wipe my opponent's board out, depending on how the Scattershot goes. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Rage 3, end of turn, deal 5 damage to the player controlling me. I can show that one too. I'm gonna play this here to start healing up my weaker units. They killed that one. Sad. That's fine. We're still ahead on board here. So this heals makes my lowest hit point thing get +2 health each turn. And then we've got 6 attack to their 3 attacks. We're in a pretty good spot at the moment. Raise target creature on your board with 4+ power. Success. Change a column on your board to field change +5/+5. Okay. So this changes the modifier in a column on my board to +5/+5, which is pretty good. All right, what do I want to do here? So they do a dream sequence, summon elemental knights in empty spaces on your board. If there are no other creatures on your board, give them extra defense. Could see a scatter shot here. I think I want to just deploy the Earth Splitter here. Just like get in some chunky attacks. This has Hunt, so it attacks my things directly, which is a little unfortunate. So the Hunt keyword here says instead of attacking the opponent's life total, it attacks something on my board. I'm actually going to elect to hide this Incendiary Stream because I don't want them to know that I'm gonna hit this bottom row on the board. So that way, if my opponent deploys another unit this turn, they can potentially deploy it down here as well, and we'll get to kill it. So our opponent's caught back up here a little bit. We're maybe a little bit ahead on board, but they've got more attack than we do at this point. I think I want to go ahead and haunt this turn. Not only will this clear out corpses that I have, but it'll deal damage and get rid of this Enthralled Phantom. And again, I can't deploy units into these spots until I clear the corpses out. So they have 6 total power in play right now. So I kind of want to play more cards that play to their board, I think. Spell Thief kinda does that. She deals 3 damage to something every turn. She also prevents them from playing a spell, so I think that's probably the play. Oh! Vengeful Scion kills her. That's awkward. Huh? So you're getting pretty far behind at this point. I think we need to try and deploy the Avatar here and hope that it can kill through some of their stuff. So we killed their 4 attack thing. And then remember, this only attacks my opponent's units in play. It does not attack my board. Ascend. Give target creature +1/+1 for each corpse on your board, then erase all corpses on your board. That's great. I was actually just about to say my board's getting kind of full here. I'm gonna go ahead and give her ++. So you get to clear these 2 out, and she'll get +2/+2 permanently. And then he's going to go ahead and cut through something here on their board. Takes out their biggest thing. And they have 7 attack, and we have 5 attack. So we are gaining 1. Oh, we're not anymore because this is Soulless. Got it. Huh? Give each friendly creature with Rage 1 defense, end of turn. If this is the only creature on your board, it gets +1/+1. I think I want to just deploy the Bound Siren here to try and keep interacting with their board as much as possible, because we're a little bit ahead in terms of racing. What does that? Does that do it? Get a deal 7 there. I think we came up a couple points short because of the deal 7. Yeah, so the way, something that's, takes a little bit of getting used to, and I should have been paying attention to, but I wasn't because I was narrating at the same time, is the games in Fatal Core end after 12 turns. So at the end of 12 turns, there's a life total tiebreaker, so I probably should have been more conscious of that and perhaps sequenced differently because of that. Which, one of the nice things about the 12 turn limit is that because your decks are 18 cards, you see every card in your deck but 1 each game. So generally speaking, the decks you construct get to execute their primary game plan consistently because you know you're going to see a majority of your deck each game. It's not necessarily the order in which you're going to see it. There's still variance and variety in that aspect. There is a turn counter. I just wasn't paying attention to it. LK Armors. And it even says final turn at the bottom, if you were paying attention more than I was. I was talking through things and wasn't splitting my focus appropriately. If anyone would like to play and give it a try, you can check out at fatalcoretcg.com. It's free to make an account and pop in. You get some decks to start. I think Scarred Disciple and Frostrain Avatar are some of our best cards to start on, so this hand seems very keepable. I think I'm going to go ahead and hide the Scatter Shot and my Mana Magnet here. Again, I tend to favor hiding my interaction to start. Noble Guardian is really good. Deals 3 damage to something each turn. Let's start with Scarred Disciple here. Yeah, and they went ahead and started with that. So we deal 2, take 3 from that. It deals 2 to itself and gets a Defiant Spirit. And then we get to hit their board here. Or hit their face here. I'm going to go ahead and play the Avatar out here so we can start attacking down their stuff. Okay, and these are both O3, so I think we Scattershot and hope to kill one or both of them here. There is a chance they deploy another unit and that gets into the mix as well, but these things are just mowing down my board, so I need a chance to kill them. This deals 1 3 times, and this deals... Oh, and this is really bad. This is spell scarred, so this is really bad against Scattershot. One Scattershot will kill this. So hopefully we kill this and this. That was perfect. And this kills itself. And then we have, we're a little bit ahead here, which is great. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just deploy this Expert Spell Thief right away. Get my Mana Magnet on. We're ahead on life total here, which is great. Also, when you're ahead, being ahead on life total in this game is valuable. While your life total is a resource, because you can only play 1 card per turn, health total differentials are a little bit harder to catch up on in this game compared to some others. Actually, let's deploy her up here in case they have a deal damage to everything in a row card. I'm gonna get the Hermit going here. He makes himself bigger every turn. Sure, that doesn't kill any of my stuff. Clears out some corpses though, which is what they needed. This also does set them up a little bit to Scattershot me next turn. My board's pretty wide though, so Scattershot's not too good against me. She gets a little bit bigger every turn. He gets bigger every turn. She also makes something else on my board bigger every turn. Huh? You gonna hide that and plan to play it this turn? So that was one of their hidden cards here. And I mentioned it's hard to catch up, but not impossible. A blowout like that will definitely do it. All right, well. This is a tough part. They're probably gonna mana magnet me here, but I just like don't really have other plays, so I need to just try and ascend this so I can clear the corpses out. But if they mana magnet and they get the read correctly, instead. Deal 8 into the stop our corpse management. So without being able to take these corpses off the board, we're just locked out of making other meaningful plays. Seems fine. Chair rolls over my headphone cord. Gotta figure out what we're hiding. I think we're gonna start with Noble Guardian here. This card's really good. He just deals 3 damage or something every turn and has good stat line. You have 2 hunters as well, which will allow us to control the board very elegantly. And test subject at the end of every turn, damage one of my things, and then grow themselves. This is notably down to 3 toughness now, which means it's going to die to this trigger next turn. That's really good. It's a spell scarred, so it's guaranteed to die. So I think we just bound Siren here into this spot. So it's going to go up to 3 attack with the rage and then hunt down the test subject. Depending on what they play, I suppose they play something with more life. This has resolve now, which is really good. Means it makes itself bigger in addition to making it smaller. I'm fine with that one. I think I'm just gonna scatter shot this turn. They really need to get their board clear. They might deploy the Prince here. And if they deploy Prince, Scattershot plus this Hunter could trade boards fully here, which would be okay for us, I think. We're almost comparable in life total, so fully trading off seems fine. Listen, a mana magnet spot is rough. I can't. These both require me to erase a creature on my board, so even though they'd get mana bagged if I played them, I can't currently play them out because I don't have a legal target for them. I guess I Hermit, but just gonna get shrunk down by this. Yeah, we're gonna get toasted here. This is gonna shrink our thing by 2, and this is gonna hit it by 3. All right, not digging the Konar deck so far. We'll give it a couple more shots here, but last couple times we played something, it took us a couple of games to really get going with it, but this one so far has felt lackluster against a couple different things. That seems fine. I'm gonna hide my mana magnets here, so they don't know those are coming. I assume they're going to lead on Coffin. They're leading on Earthspeaker. Okay. She's going to go ahead and copy herself. And I think we just scattershot here. We really need to be able to clear these out, otherwise they keep populating. Okay, so it's like full trading boards here. They have more corpses cluttering their board, but they also have some modifiers here. What are bonuses for what they've done so far? Yeah, lashing is a premium piece of removal for sure. Hide. Incendiary Stream's a great one to hide. You really don't want them to know that that one's coming. Yeah, it takes a turn though, and it's vulnerable to mana magnets. Is worth noting. We're just like fresh out of interaction other than this Incendiary Stream, and I really don't want to trade this Incendiary Stream 1-for-1. I don't have any way to manage the corpses on my board at the moment. I guess I'm just playing this. This is gonna die to Reach next turn. I think we're gonna change decks. I was trying to just play one deck per set, but this one's real bad. Let's play some more of the Hush deck. That one. Hush is a corpse synergy lead. So he has cards like Great Phantom Lydia and Ven McGhoul that must be played on top of corpses. So corpses are a resource for this archetype, and she makes corpses every turn. I'm going to hide Undermine and Bound Siren here, because Bound Siren's probably going to be my first play. And then Hush specifically has 2 grave spots on his board, so these generate corpses for us every single turn, which is great. So Hush adds strong synergy with these types of cards, which is why they are restricted to him. And get Lydia going here, because she gets lots of corpses going. And we'll probably play the Prince next turn to start interacting with their board. Each turn he deals 2 damage to a random opposing thing for each corpse on our board. And Lydia's going to populate a lot of corpses out. And you just summon that in Mana Magnet. Well... So I could deploy another unit to get that going. The problem is, Mass Killer here kills one of their things to kill one of my things every turn. So I think I am supposed to... Oh, the Mana Magnet's going to turn into a +1, so this Mind Crush will work? What, can you tell me, Hespera, what about the templating on this card says that the field change happens each turn? Oh, it says it right there. I'm dumb. Field change. When it's played and at the start of every turn. Okay, got it. Reading is essential, chat. Have I told you that reading is busted? Did you know? I'm gonna force redraw their 2 face down cards. Goodbye, friends. It's a very nice Phantom Lydia, chat. The ability to read puts you at a strict advantage over those who do not. Yep. Big true. So this guy starts with -4 attack, and then every turn he gets +1 attack for each corpse on your board. The grave field spot fills this spot with a corpse each turn if it's empty. I think I'm just gonna undermine these spots on their board. Because it'll kill this one, it'll almost kill this one. Oh yeah, it'll kill that one too because of the 1 damage. Nice. Okay, so we have 10 attack at the moment, and they have 6, so we're ahead in terms of that. That being said, my opponent does have Prince here, which could be troublesome. It's turn 7. I feel like if I'm gonna play this Ghoul out, I probably want to do it now. Of course, there's also merit to, like, at some point I'm gonna want a Cosmic Cage. And if I Cosmic Cage, I probably don't want a Ghoul anymore. Because, like, the Ghoul depends on the corpses. And with these 2 going, we might be okay. There's a good chance that they could print or Shadow Stirrings this turn. If they Shadow Stirrings, they're up to 18 power. I'm at 10, 14 power at the moment. I'm gonna Dark Abandon Lydia. Let's power her up. Gives her Rage 2. So 16 to 18 there. They're a little bit ahead in terms of that. Was that a good draw? If so, why? Please explain. Easy game. This will get rid of 2 of our corpses to smoke their board, but should let us catch up really nicely here. Because we're going to still be attacking for 18. This will no longer get a bonus because, or this will get a bonus of 2. We'll be attacking for 20 because this will go to 10 and this will go to 10. Drawing good cards at the right time confirmed good. And then remember, the game ends after 12 turns, but it can also end if your opponent dies, so could just kill them here. Right, 21 to 6. Yeah, Scattershot probably locks it up. That's a Merciless Lashing. I guess that can't kill this though, right? And he's gonna be lethal on his own this turn. I think we just Scattershot. Yeah, but it conceded. Hey. Yay! Hashtag! Phantom Lydia on 2 is really good. I'm mulligan this, looking for Phantom Lydia. Never lucky. Hide Undermine. Hide Cosmic Cage. I'm gonna hide the Knight so they don't know it's coming. So one thing I haven't talked about yet today is this card has a mechanic called Slow. This game does not have a strict resource system, because like I said, each player just plays 1 card per turn. But slow cards tend to be more powerful because they dictate you can't play them until a certain turn in the game. So this cannot be played until it's at least turn 3. Wow, our hand's actually like really bad, huh? I actually don't have anything I can play out here to start. I think I'm actually just, like, undermining their mana magnet spot. So these spots fill with bodies for the graveyard. And, like, I could play Ghoul, I guess. Scattershot. Hope they play something else out here. Perfect. This will kill this before they get to deploy it at... I hide that one, so I don't know it's coming. Each turn, if you control 3 or more creatures, deal 2 damage to a random creature on your board. Yes, units always come into play and then spell effects happen. So always units and then spells. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna gruesome experiment here. It'll deal 2 to this, and then the test subject will get to deal 2 to something else as well. Assuming they don't deploy another unit, I guess. So we're hoping to hit this one. It's unfortunate. And that test subject's gonna kill itself here. That was like the worst case outcome for us. We split the difference. Alright, Mind Crush is great. I'm gonna redraw other face down cards here. I'll clean out the board. Now, unfortunately here, like I've talked about, our opponent is ahead on life total, and we're halfway through the turns of the game at this point. So like there's a good chance I just can't catch back up here. They have Shadow Stirrings. I don't have any Mana Magnets available anymore. Yeah, the problem with this is I don't have another Sweeper, and my opponent's got more of them than me. And they're already ahead on life total. And that's the punish. Maybe I'm probably supposed to wait on Haunt there, knowing that they're probably gonna do this. This is likely the answer in that instance. Hush Mirror, Phantom Lydia on 2 sounds great. I'm gonna hide Shadow Stirring so they don't know it's coming. End of turn, erase a random corpse on your board, give 3/0 to the creature on your board with the highest attack. Highest what? Actually, it's cut off here at the bottom. Start with Bounce Siren, the creature with the highest HP. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't know what your next card draw is, but you can, like, play to the appropriate outs and, like, think through what their plays are going to be, and then think through, like, what your draws are that get you past what their play is likely to be. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that one so they don't know it's coming. Scattershot, hope to high roll and kill this, I think. We did at least get her down to 2, so we're gonna take a decent sized hit here, but Mind Crush will let us kill her next turn, which is nice. Just gonna force redraw their face down cards again here. And then we'll probably... Lydia's gonna make... So Lydia at least gets to survive this turn. The test subject's gonna smack us one more time, but it's gonna die once it deals 2 to Lydia. probably want to keep Lydia alive here, huh? What if we undermine this column here? Would I rather undermine or Pain Feast? I don't really have anything I want to redraw. I'm just gonna go ahead and undermine because it leaves some leftovers for me. Oh, the assassin's gonna kill her anyways. Guess it's time to clear out the corpses. They have a Mind Crush here that will likely happen next turn, but I get at least a hit for 18. They're hitting us for 10 though, so we're not catching up by that much. We're 10 behind, now we're 8 behind. Pain Beast is only 3 or less, so unfortunately can't tag either of these with it. Underworld Assassin's really strong. I wonder if we should be playing that card. Deet Soul, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So, Fawn's gonna clear my board out here, but we're gonna take 11, and so we're behind on life total and behind on board. So it feels like this is gonna snowball out of control on us. I don't know that we have the ability to both catch back up and catch back up on board and life total at this point. Yeah, 17. This could potentially kill these two. And then maybe this kills this. Oh, I was gonna concede, but we're actually just dead, right? Yikes. Height, Undermine, and Scattershot. My best pieces of interaction, I think. We'll lead on Bound Siren and then probably get Ghoul down the following turn. Or perhaps, we'll Mana Magnet in the middle, depending on what their cards look like. Render a random opposing creature with Mana Magnet Soulless. Okay. Interesting that they elected to deploy Mia on one of their grave spots. Go ahead and undermine this column on their board, I think. So that way my hunter can kill her, hopefully. So basically at parity at this point. I think I'm just going to get the ghoul down this turn to start charging him up. This is going to go away here in a second when it reaches. So he gains a life each turn, and then gains 1 attack for each corpse on our board. Howdy, Dr. Chazin. Look at this here. Yeah, nice. Charging Magul. Exchange HP with the highest HP your opponent controls. Protector Hue is real gross. So, with the Protector Hue in their hand, it feels like going all in on this doesn't seem particularly great, so I think I want to spread some things out here a little bit. Lydia! This is like, Lydia's definitely like the best payoff in this deck for sure. She's an enabler payoff split card, which is great. I'm gonna hide that because it's a good hunter for killing some of their stuff. Pretty sure we're just casting a spell this turn to deal with the Spell Thief. So 8 to 9. Game's real close so far. I think we take this opportunity to go ahead and just deploy the Gold Knight out. Although if I deploy this here, he'll have minus attack or minus defense, which means he gets hit by the Underworld Assassin's ability, which is not great. Maybe I just scatter shot and hope to high roll that. I think that's the plan. that was the super high roll we needed, chat. Because if we didn't kill that, it was going to kill our ghoul after that exchange. So, you know, sometimes lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and haunt here because it kills this. Are they targeting my thing with this? Is give target? Yeah, they're killing that. Okay. And then she's gonna make a corpse and get a little bit bigger. We both hit for 7. This means I can play down the prince here next turn to start farming through their board. This will deal 2 damage 4 times because I have 4 corpses. Backs it in. We're on the scoreboard at least, chat. It's not all sadness. To get humming at least once there. One more game in before we call it an afternoon. Thanks everybody for hanging out through the end today. I'll be back later tonight. We're going to be poking at some 5D chess on stream. Should be fun. It was a blast last time we played it a month or two back. We're going to poke at some more of that. Hopefully get to some player versus player games and blow some minds. Be back tomorrow morning with some more Runeterra and Fatal Core. As always, you can find my schedule up on my website listed below the stream. That includes not only when I'm live, but also what I'm live with when. What's this deck doing? That's actually the deck we're currently playing, Dr. Jezin. We're playing a deck that looks to leverage corpses to make its units larger. It's the Hush deck. Hush is the lead that generates you 2 bodies every turn in 2 of your spaces. To always have them as a resource to utilize. Yeah, it definitely has. Undermine's a good one to hide. This card's super powerful. We did. Yeah, I'm looking actually. I didn't have any good enablers to start. I'm not seeing it's not amazing, but what we've got. End of turn, deal 5 damage to the controlling player. This is something they really want to make soulless to wipe that text off of it. Cosmic Cages, really bad against this. Well, poop. I'm gonna get a different last game. they are about to run us OVER. Seem fine. They have a Lydia, we do not. Scary. Double Phantom Drive. I have the strangest sense of deja vu. Well, shit. Don't play the card that eats my mana magnet. Unfortunately, did not hit this one twice. Can't high roll all the time, I suppose. This is dealing 5 to them as well, so we're keeping up a little bit here. I think I'm just scattershotting here in the hopes that scattershot plus Prince are gonna let me get their board in check here. This is dealing 2 damage 3 times. This is dealing 1 damage 6 times. So even if they deploy something else here, there's a good chance we clear them out. Okay. So, hoping to kill either of their things, he says, before killing neither of their things. This is our cumulative variance catching up with us here, chat. Dead man's coin. Okay, so this is the payoff you pair with the devil. You make one of your things soulless, make all your empty spaces corpses. So the idea is to do that with this, I would imagine. Just gonna bounce Siren here. Can you explain, Hespera, why does making something soulless heal it? I'm not sure I understand that aspect of it. Hey, Atheist, thank you for the 2 entire years of support. That's a long time. Thanks for keeping me around. As a portion check says, reset to base stats. Okay. That's good to know. It's one of those things that's different from silence type effects in other games, so it catches me up a little bit. You know, maybe I'm not supposed to play this, because keeping an extra corpse means this would hit an extra thing here. Yeah, that was probably wrong. Only turn 6. Our life totals are low, but it's only turn 6, so I should have time to... If I can get control of the board, we have time to catch up here. Q is so good against our ghoul. Hopefully, if we're lucky, these will kill these 2. Well, I guess this is going to hit something too, though, right? So, either want to kill this or kill these 2. I guess this is going to kill something at end of turn. Okay. Clone creature on either board, empty space, summon a soulless Scott Pivot. Okay, so Imperfect Clone is good with their 7-drop too. I think I'm just putting Dark Abandon on here. It's gonna give him time to pump up the jam here. So this'll kill this. That'll kill that. This'll kill this. actually. Yeah, I think we're super far ahead at this point. We were able to gain back control of the board in a meaningful way. In fact, I think I'm just phantom driving them here. Yeah, put it conceded. Yeah. All right, get to end on a high note. We got one more set tomorrow. I think we're probably gonna play the Joanna deck tomorrow. I think this has probably been my favorite of the decks that we've played. What was the Green Warden deck that we played? Is it Earthspeaker? The Earthspeaker deck was pretty good too. The Earthspeaker Shadow, the debased manifestation deck. Maybe we'll play that. We'll have to figure out. We're gonna play one of these two tomorrow. Maybe we'll play a little bit of both and not do one deck for the whole session. Any rate, this has been Fatal Core TCG. We've had a number of sessions with us you can find up on my YouTube channel and my website in the variety playlist segment. I'll be back tonight with some 5D chess. I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more Runeterra into some more Fatal Core. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you stay safe out there. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Make sure you get registered to vote and can vote. I think registration's closed those places. Make sure you vote by November 3rd. Peace, folks. Yeah, and hop on in their Discord if you're interested in getting in some games or talking about Fatal Core stuff.